Okay, I think we are live now. We're just waiting for Machine to join us. He's I see lots of you guys saying hi. We're just waiting for Kells to join us. I see lots of you commenting saying he's always late, which that's okay. We love him. Okay, he is on his way. Just got word from his team. He's on his way. He'll be with us in 1 minute. Let's see. Yeah, here he is. Okay, I'm bringing him in. Hi.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm good. How are you? What's up,
I'm
Justin?
good. I'm good. What's
I'm
going
good.
on?
Nada, dude. Just had a pool day with my kid.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah. Thank you for this meal, by the way. What do I got?
We
What
have
do
a
I have
lot of
here?
stuff here. Okay, so let me just do our little intro. I told you I've been doing this every day to highlight different local restaurants in LA. This is an industry that means a lot to me. It's a lot of people work in it. A lot of people are suffering, and this is just my way of trying to say, if you can, order takeout, get delivery. This is a way to help people stay employed and keep the lights on. If this is something you can do, obviously not everyone can, and that's all right. But if you can, this is a great way to help.
Yeah, I actually did that one. That's really cool. I'm a huge advocate for mom and pops businesses. I actually did the same thing back home in Cleveland. I think it was 11 restaurants, and we did a free meal for everybody until supplies lasted. For a whole day last week. So. I
That's
appreciate
amazing.
that. What's the spot? Is it the same spot? Did you order me pasta? That's my favorite food.
I ordered you a lot of things. So today we're highlighting a restaurant called State Social House. It's an LA institution. It's amazing. It's in West Hollywood. Um, Chad Wiener, my friend, is one of the partners there, and he personally cooked us all of this food. He FaceTimed me, and I saw him cooking it. So we have a lot of different things to try.
All
Um,
right.
Hi. Hi. You're beautiful. Of course. So's your dad.
Thank you.
So Kels, why don't I'll let you lead. What do you want to try first?
Let me see what's popping here. Are you hungry? You
Yeah.
want to get down with this food? Why did Chad seal the packaging seal so well? Here, can you figure out how to? I don't know how to open it. I'm down with this burger. Is this a cheeseburger?
This is their classic burger. This is
Okay.
This is their classic cheeseburger.
You want to split this with me? You want to take a bite?
Not down with onions.
No. Okay, I got you.
What's that? No, what's this?
What?
That.
That's beer. You can't have that.
No, what's this?
You can't have that either.
So wait, Kels, tell me. You know, we've known each other now for quite a bit of time, but I don't know if everyone in the audience knows. You're originally from remind me.
Cleveland.
Cleveland, yes. But was it you who told me on set that you traveled a lot as a kid, or did I just know that? Or
Yeah, I traveled a lot when I was a kid. A lot.
Where was your favorite place to live or grow up? Or
I mean, I'd say Denver and Cleveland both were where I like became a man at. Like, so those years obviously probably affected me the most. Those cities did. That's why I have both their area codes tattooed on my arms. Cause but yeah, as far as like spiritually and like probably what has a lot to do with, I don't know how in touch with the earth's energy is probably like growing up in Egypt. You know,
I didn't even know you grew up there. That's amazing. What was that like?
To touch the pyramids as a like 1-year-old, you know, there's some magic in those things. Like for real, like there's a reason why no one can explain how or why they were built or what their purpose is, and like just even the fact, I don't know, like when I look back on pictures of me in front of the pyramids or something when I was 1 or 2 and 3 years old, or I grew up there till I was 6. But yeah, it's like I'm sure some of the magic that, you know, has brought me here has to do with maybe touching those pyramids or something. It's kind of crazy.
So that also though must have been such a culture shock from going from Egypt then all the way to Cleveland. What was that like? Like that's so different. Or do you think you were young enough not to realize?
Well, obviously, I went to a couple different places until I got to Cleveland. I moved around a lot when I was a kid. Man, Case, you gotta get out of here. You're giving me pressure. Here, take a plate. Which one do you want?
I don't want anything.
You sure? You sure?
I don't want.
No, don't watch. I'm embarrassed.
No, it's okay. I promise. Just go.
All right, you can stay for like 2 more questions.
But I'm just drinking my Capri Sun.
All right, go ahead.
Well, I mean, that's incredible. I've never been to Egypt. Have you gone back to perform there ever?
No. I mean, I get close when I go to like Dubai or when I go to, and I actually went back. I mean, in 9th grade when I was a freshman, I went back to Kuwait. I lived in Kuwait for a minute when I was a freshman in high school.
I have a lot of friends from there. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Super random facts about, yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. Yeah.
So look, you've been a big supporter of mine from early on. I mean, you've been a supporter of Ting's from early on. We shot you for, I think, the first issue.
That's hard.
You know, so I've always been grateful for that support, obviously. And then we've collaborated on stuff for your last album and for this upcoming one.
Mm-hmm.
What has been your favorite shoot that we've done together? What do you think has been that sort of cool moment?
I think it's bomb, huh?
Good.
Yeah, that's really bomb. Whoever cooked this pasta killed it.
It's amazing, right?
You want to say something to the chef if he's watching?
It's really good.
All right. I think the most obviously spur of the moment one was the Hotel Diablo shoot that we did, because we were sitting there at the end of the day, and obviously there's a budget because you're expensive. So my label had spent the budget on this block of time, and you have this whole crew there, and you know, for us to keep it open, we had to open the budget more or whatever. And I had this, you know, last minute thought where I was like, I need to shave a patch in the back of my head and tattoo Hotel Diablo. And that obviously requires time, and you know, but the album was so good that the label was like, let it rock. And we did it, and I shaved my head, and I looked like I was a video game for like 9
Oh yeah,
months.
I remember that.
Yeah, that was hard.
I mean, for me, that was probably my favorite image from that day. So it was worth it. I mean,
So at the back of the head.
yeah,
Yeah, it's crazy. I walked into Hot Topic when you could actually walk into stores, and that was they had that shirt. They had it was the picture of the back of my head like on a shirt.
Wait, I want one of those. Where can I get one?
The manager came out and gave me one. The manager was like, "Dude, I love the shirt." Here.
I need to call Interscope up. I want one. I don't have one of those. I haven't seen that. I mean, I don't think people know that you literally did that tattoo like on the day. Like that was done in the trailer after we had shot for like 8 hours.
Yeah. I just stopped everything and was like, I need a tattoo Hotel Diablo on my head.
When did you? I mean, everyone knows this. You're tatted like head to toe. When did you first start? Like, what was your first tattoo? Number one, and then how?
I
Like,
remember this.
how? Yeah, I don't know this, and I'm dying to know.
I was 14. Maybe I always say 14, but I think I was 13 because I got it after my grandma passed. My grandma died on Valentine's Day, and she was this woman who was always really like super supportive, and I was not really doing the most supportive type things that kitchen. You know what I'm saying? But she never really saw any of that. And I mean, there was a joke me and my family always had where it was like I walked in and the first thing she'd always say is like, "Oh, Colson, you're so handsome," and she was completely blind, so it was like you can't even see, you can't see me, but she just always made me feel so good. You know what I mean? And I was kind of a screw up as a young kid, so I used to always go to her apartment. She had a pool that week, you know, in the apartment building, so we were really close. And after she passed, I got the tattoo, and I think I was 13 when she passed, so like I got it right after that. So maybe I was 13. I always say 14, but maybe I was 13.
And then from that tattoo, like, was it just like you were infected, like, you know, like you were just like another one, or did it take a long time to sort of be like from 1 to 2 to your?
Nah, I went at it. I had the most tattoos in my high school for sure.
I mean, because you're covered from like everything.
Yeah,
basically.
Yeah.
How is that like when you film films, like to cover all that up? Like what? How many hours did you sit in the chair just to hide them all?
It was 5 hours for the Motley Crue movie if I had to put on Tommy's tattoos on top of mine. But I think I was the most tattooed lead actor I think I was the most tattooed actor to ever be like in a lead role to accomplish covering it like the whole thing. You know what I mean? So it was kind of revolutionary because a lot of the kids from our generation look like me. So, you know, it's like a lot of the higher ups tell people like us, like, there's no way you could get into our business, you know what I mean? Because you look like this, and like, you know, and then even when you get in, you can only play one type of character. But I'm done with those, and you'll see those from the future movies that I do. I mean, I have some coming out that, I mean, you know, are somewhat of those roles, but as these next ones come out, you'll see it's kind of hard.
Well, I mean, I think you've been quite a chameleon in every aspect of your career. I mean, if you just look at the albums you put out and the album that's coming out, the movies that you've done, you really have a diverse range. You're not just a rapper. I mean, your new album is extremely different sound for you, I think, and personally, maybe my favorite stuff you've done yet.
Yeah. What's the question? Like, why is it so?
Yeah, no, that was more of a statement. That was.
Oh, my dude, thank you so much, man. Thanks.
No.
I'm always on the defense. My bad.
No. But I guess the question for me is like, what is going through your brain? Like, because a lot of people don't have that ability to transform and to be a chameleon. And have you always been interested in all of these different things, or has it been in an evolution as you went?
Yeah, I don't know why people act so surprised when I switched up genres, and I say surprised not like the way you are, where it's admiration, but I speak more on like the negative things, where it's like, well, why are you switching? And I think it's such a beautiful thing if you grew up eclectic like me, because I was listening to Tupac the same time I was listening to Blink-182, and I was listening to, you know, 50 Cent the same time I was listening to Kanye or to whoever. I mean, I just wasn't really thinking like that. I just never was in a box, dude. I was a blonde white kid rapping, like battle rapping in the streets. It just already didn't make sense, because if you like, I'm from like in East Side Cleveland, it wasn't no one that was looked like me, and if you looked like me, you had dark hair, and you know, so I was always super oddball out. So I mean, I never really understood a box to begin with, because either I was the tallest one in my class or skinny or wore the same clothes over and over again. So I was just not like, I don't know, man. I was always in a different thing. So I can't adjust my energy or my empathy for people just because they don't understand it. Because I'm like sitting here like, it's so normal for me to jump from one end. It's so normal for me to do a Rihanna cover and then do a song where, I got a bandana around my neck and I'm going for the gang. Like that's it, because that's my life.
Speaking of Rihanna, I don't think I'm the only one who caught that she was leaving some really flirtatious, saucy comments on that cover. Was that like? Did you know that she had seen it? Like, did you send it to her? Or was that a complete surprise to you? Because I thought that was amazing. I'm like Rihanna's biggest fan.
No, I was super stoked when I saw those. I was actually on FaceTime with her and with my daughter.
Yeah.
And it was on my birthday. So it was like the coolest birthday present ever to just get. I mean, because I don't think it was really flirtatious. I think it was more just like she was stoked on like a gnarly cover of her song. You know what I mean? And just, yeah, I was like it was like 2020 is such a weird year. Like Marilyn Manson, Rihanna, Machine Gun Kelly. How do they all mix?
But I think that's what's amazing. That's what's cool. Like
Crazy.
that's what excites me about what you're doing is that you're not just garnering the attention from like one group of people, but from all of these different sort of legends in different genres across the industry, and they all want to work with you. And I think that's really cool.
I feel like people still don't know what's to come from me, and I'm really, really hungry to show that. So I'm not satisfied if that's what you're hinting at, or I'm not really. I don't think. I mean, even after this album, which I think is going to be one of the best alternative or pop punk album, whatever you want to call it. I mean, of the last 20 years. And after that, I think I'm gonna make one of the greatest hip hop albums. You know what I mean? And then after that, like I don't know. I got a lot of. I wanna be on the Oscar stage. I wanna write a comic series. You know what I mean? I wanna come out with a cologne. I wanna do a million things. I wanna help save people from these lies out here.
We tried the burger. What haven't we tried? Let's try something else. What do we want to try next?
Yeah, I'm gonna rock with this. This is probably chicken parmesan, huh?
Yeah, this is their famous chicken parmesan. This is amazing.
Okay, cool.
Oh my god, chicken.
By the way, did you
I
get
love
we sent you some something to drink too, so I'm gonna just cheers you.
Okay, fire. Let's go.
This is amazing shit.
Dang.
That's not it.
This is my friend's beer, Beecher's beer. So I sent you this as well, and you can get it at this restaurant. So it's amazing.
Really, really good.
It is. And it's really healthy for you. It's like gluten free, the whole thing.
What?
Yeah, it's amazing.
What? Beer's healthy?
Yeah, I know.
I feel like LA is like full of like things that like non-GMO, vegan, vegetarian, everything.
Yeah, it's a lot different than where we're from, for sure.
It's good, right?
Yeah, it's really good. Casey, you want to try?
Yeah. I love chicken parmesan.
My favorite too. So wait, I want to hear more about the new album. Tell me about the new album. I know I've heard some of it, and I don't know what I'm allowed to say or not say, so I'm going to let you do all the talking.
Yeah, I can't really speak too much. I mean, I know that you know some features and stuff on there. I'd rather not, I guess, speak on them yet.
Okay. That's why I'm not. That's why I'm not taking the lead because I don't know what's secret or what's not.
Yeah. So that's my. You know what? Because I'm trying to think of what more I could say about the album other than the obvious of like it's a. I mean, in my opinion, I think Hotel Diablo and Tickets to My Downfall you could run back to back like some Broadway musical. You know, to me,
I agree.
I'm confident of that. So I mean, just expect like a full top to bottom piece. Like I'm definitely not going to cut slack on. You know, I don't even like anymore going to my phone after one song just to be like, I got to switch it and find another. But I love just being able to just run a whole joint. So, Yeah, I mean, you know what I hear in the background, and he's hilarious, and you gotta see my nephew, dude. He's the funniest kid. Yeah, no, you gotta see him.
I want to see him. I want to see him.
I gotta show you this real quick. Where's Ashton at? Oh, you got Splinter? Hi.
Oh,
Hi.
so
Where's your
cute.
Splinter at? He might have we might have an injured baby over here. Look. But yeah, dude, look out. He's really cool. He plays the drums crazy and stuff. Did you get Splinter from a drumstick? He did?
Oh.
Dang. Thug life. All right.
It's like daddy daycare.
I know.
When you're
I know.
out.
My life's a trip.
So wait, let's take some fan questions because they're piling up here, and I
Okay,
got a lot of people.
let me just finish this.
Please.
Why can't I just
stay out
Cause I'm at work. Ash, come take case.
No, I love listening to this.
No, you can't. It's grown-up talk. Come on.
Here's a really good fan question. People are asking, are you going to continue doing your cover series during quarantine?
Yeah, I actually have some that I didn't release, so maybe I should release those. I was given Bloody Valentine. It's just due, like its moment. So.
I mean, I love that song. You know that. When's that video coming out?
I don't really know what questions you were gonna ask. That's why I had asked for. That's why I had asked for my little one to get out of here. You know what I mean? So you know, because even when you're like Rihanna flirting, like she's like my to her. I'm like she's my only girl. So I
I'm
those
so
are.
sorry. I'm
No,
so
no,
bad
it's all good.
around
It's all
kids.
good.
I'm
Now,
so sorry.
It's all good.
I'm like not kid trained at all.
No, you're good. We just, she's mine and I'm hers, so she.
Oh, I mean, she's stunning. She's gonna be a heartbreaker. I mean, that face is like insane.
Oh, I'll kill a motherfucker. So.
So I want to ask you a few more of these fan questions because I promised people we would ask. How are you spending your time during quarantine?
Like ride my motorcycle, smoke weed, write songs. I mean, dude, I actually don't want it to seem so lackadaisical because honestly, I feel like my work ethic doesn't really get put on, display with my shit. So I don't want to just act like it's just that. I mean, I wake up dedicated, man. I wake up, I fucking train. I make sure my people are good. I do my dad shit. I fucking think about the fans and music and how we can like make this whole thing greater every second. I feel like I just found this, groove. So I'm just trying to keep it going. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm just a thinker. So I'm always fucking thinking and shit.
No, it's so true. And I mean, I feel like I have a lot of insight into that. And I don't know if a lot of people do. I mean, in terms of how we collaborate, I mean, there's a lot of thought. You come to set with a lot of thought and a lot of sort of conceptual thinking about the character you want to play, how you want to represent that set of music or that period that you're in right now. And I really enjoy that sort of, creative process with you because it makes it a lot more rewarding to be on set and actually create something that feels meaningful.
What's up, little man? Come on here. Sneak out here. Sneak out. Okay, you're right. God damn, this pasta's so good. That whatever.
Guys, this is the pasta that he's
Yeah.
about.
Is this rigatoni?
It is. It's rigatoni alla vodka.
You guys just want to come out here? I don't even care. Okay, so if y'all want to come out here, y'all can. I don't care. It don't matter.
Oh my God, it's so cute. I love it. Here's another question. I don't know if you can answer this or not, but I've seen like 3 or 4 people ask, is Youngblood featured on the new record?
Yeah.
He is. Okay.
Yeah.
I love him. He's amazing. He's a good guy.
Yeah. I invited him to pool day today. He said his asthma's really bad, so he's staying.
What do you think the future holds for like performing for, I mean, like these are uncharted territories, isn't it?
Don't let it die. No one out there listening, don't fucking let it die, man. Don't let do not let human interaction. Like, do you remember the book In the Wild, Into the
Yeah,
Wild?
of course, of course.
The one thing, for those who don't know the story, I mean, and I don't want to. So, it's a case. You can come out if you want. You can come out if you want. What's up, little man? The one thing. So he was, I guess, correct me if I'm wrong, like 18-year-old, fed up with the world. He goes into the wild in Alaska, and in his journal, he writes this journal. He ends up dying. He gets like too far gone out there, and in his journal, said the only thing he missed about society was human interaction. Right? Like this girl was walking her dog yesterday, and I was outside talking with my manager, and she was, I don't know, dude, 14, 15-year-old girl walking her dog. She turned around, you know, because we're out there. I'm about talking to her, or my manager, by the car, and she's like, "Oh my God, are you Machine Gun Kelly?" And dude, like, dude, she was so happy, so stoked, and just like, just to hope that people are feeling excitement everywhere still. I mean, you want that, but you know a lot of people aren't, because like we're just stuck with ourselves, and we're only as good as the people that are around us. And that, I mean, dude, have you ever met somebody where you're like, "Oh my God, I'm so happy I met you"?
Yeah, of course.
What if that doesn't exist, man? Like concerts, like I'm free when I hear the right song. I promise you I am. Like I'm free if I perform the right song. Like I it's some of the only truth I can believe in, because I feel it. I don't think it. I'm just like, it just sounds good. Even if I don't know the band, I don't know who the fuck is singing it. I'm so sorry. I don't care, because my gut and my heart is like, the hair is raising my skin. I'm like, this is so good. What if that's not here?
To me, it's insane, because like as an artist, that human connection, that like being inspired by meeting somebody or hearing something, and interaction is what fuels so much of what I do as a photographer. The collaboration, all of those elements. So for me, it's like, it's definitely scary, because that's my favorite part. My favorite part of
But
the
I
job.
have faith in people. I have faith in people. You know, I have faith in people. Movies have good and bad guys for a reason. You know what I mean? Like it just, the stories never change since the beginning of time. Like it's not all bad. You know, I gotta believe it.
Have you been binge watching anything during quarantine? Like, what's been your like go-to new show, or what are you watching?
Problem Child.
Oh my God, she made me watch this movie.
The movie is so good. It's called Problem Child.
Man, that movie is cheese, super cheese.
It's corny, but I love it. It's funny.
You know what? Sometimes it's fun just to like unplug and watch something corny.
It's basically her just
It's
always
really
trying to
bad
hint that it's
thing.
me and you, that it's me and her in movie life. Like it's always really her. Just, I feel like she's like, watch this, and I'm like, are you trying to tell me something?
That's so cute. I love that. I lost my train of thought. I had a question for you. Oh yes, this is a question that came up yesterday as well. You know, as a kid growing up, you know, you probably, or maybe you did know that you were going to be here one day, but you definitely had people that you looked up to or would be starstruck to have met as a kid. Who would you say is like the coolest, like you would never believe you'd have their phone number in your phone book, in your phone?
I mean, definitely calling Marilyn Manson and him requesting Rihanna. And then also the part that wasn't on camera, which was him showing me his cabinet full of like 1,000 cans of cheese puffs for his quarantine stock. I mean, like, that's kind of, I wouldn't have expected that. I mean, dude, all these people. I mean, dude, even when we're at your house and it's, you know, Paris Hilton or we're just somewhere, you know, or whatever, and, or just any, you know, anything like that, and you're just like, oh man, like you're growing up in the middle of nowhere watching stuff on TV and like Brad Pitt's behind you at a Kanye West Sunday service. You know, you're just like, this is crazy. This is crazy. Like that.
I know.
That guy rocks. Like,
Yeah.
you
No,
know.
I mean, like I have had same. I've had so many of those moments, and still today, it's like you think, oh my god, I never thought I'd be in this position to like to experience this stuff or collaborate with these type of people or whatever. So it's still for me like.
And I like to stay a fan of them too. You know, I hate when I meet them and they're corny, you know, so like I really just try and give everyone the benefit of the doubt. I just try and I try and keep the being a fan alive because you know, some of them meet and you're like, you know.
Oh, I know. Yeah, yes, I know.
So many flies.
I know. Why?
So wait, what was your favorite thing of everything they sent? What did you like? What would you recommend? What did you like the best?
Oh,
the
what
foods.
the foods? Okay, yeah. I mean,
Pasta.
yeah, I like that pasta. That sauce is pretty bomb.
That I think that's my favorite too. That is amazing, and that's what I would recommend the most. I mean, it was all good, but I'd say run for that one, guys. Run.
Yeah, I'm down with that one. I'd like to suggest a special for any restaurant. If anyone could ever make a Krusty Krab pizza,
Oh my gosh.
That sounds amazing. What is that?
Oh, I can tell you. The Krusty Krab pizza is a pizza for you and me. You've never seen that episode?
Of what?
SpongeBob SquarePants.
I've never seen SpongeBob.
Oh my god. Casey, hang it up. Hang it up.
Oh.
Whoa.
Well, thank you, Kels, for coming on.
Yeah,
it means a lot to me. It means a lot to support small businesses. You know, I love you. I love collaborating with you. And for anyone watching, this is going to continue. We're doing another one tomorrow and another 5 next week. And if you like what you're seeing, come to the Tings page. We are beta testing our new site. We have a big launch happening in a month. So check us out at tingsmagazine.com or at tingsmagazine on Instagram. Yeah, thank you so much. And you guys will be able to see this video on both our page and your page for the next 24 hours. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Kels.
Right. The Krusty Krab.